Hey guys, and welcome back to another Halloween video. Apologies for this video being a day late, but I am here with a brand new for 2023 Lemax Spooky Town building, and this is one of the big ones of this year's lineup. This is the Full Moon Diner. So just as an FYI, this building is not part of the preview items that Lemax sent me. I'm actually still waiting on one of them to get to me, so hopefully it won't be much longer until I can get that one. But I have the Full Moon Diner here to fill in its space, so when all of the new for 2023 buildings were announced, this is the mainline building that I think people were looking the most forward to because, well, first of all, the theme. Werewolves are shockingly underutilized in not just Lemax, but Halloween villaging as a whole. You'd think that with werewolves being one of the famous classic monsters that there would be more pieces and buildings out there, but no, werewolf buildings are actually very few and far between, so it was very exciting to see this building in their lineup, and hopefully Lemax will continue to do more with werewolves going forward. So to get back to the building here, they did a great job on the werewolf theme on this piece. There are all sorts of little details that tie into it that I'll talk more about later in the video, but something else very noteworthy on this building is the animation. This piece has some of the most vibrant and interesting animation I've seen Lemax do in recent years. Now, admittedly, that is a double-edged sword, as, you know, the more animation there is, the better the chance is for something breaking down. So when running this piece, I'd be pretty careful with it, as there is a lot going on here, but nonetheless, really cool, all the stuff that's on here. This makes for a fantastic centerpiece for anyone who's wanted to do, you know, the bar/eatery theme, which Lemax, they've had a bunch of those buildings in the last couple years in that theme, so this is a great one to add for that. So to talk about the animation here, to get in as the segue, of course, one of the most noteworthy things on this building is the big billboard that's at the front. So you can see here, the Atriavision billboard here actually changes into 3 posters. One of them is just an advertisement for the restaurant, you know, the Full Moon Diner. Then it changes to a lady who is sipping coffee that says hot coffee, fresh meat, and beautiful moon views. And then the next poster, she actually turns into a werewolf. Really, really cool. You've also got the Full Moon Diner sign that actually moves back and forth, revealing a moon with a werewolf silhouette behind it. You've also got, on the left side of the building, a werewolf that moves up and down, in and out of this dome here. You've also got, on the right side of the building, you've actually got a really cool lunar calendar that rotates, and there's even a bar stool that's in front of it. And lastly, on the left side of the building again, you even have these hands that move in and out of the building. Now, I guess if I were to critique this building, I don't really think the hands were necessary, as, you know, in a display you're probably not going to see them move, as they are a very small part of the building. So I guess that the hands weren't totally needed for this piece, but nonetheless really cool, and they even has a little sign in front of it that tells their employees to please wash their hands or paws, which is pretty funny. Now, of course, there are all sorts of werewolf details on this piece. You have various signs, you know, no silver utensils used on the premises, that's great. You even have an indoor scene here with a lady and a werewolf who is sitting next to each other. You, of course, got the Full Moon Diner sign that's lit really well. You even have, you know, various barrels, a grub sign. There is just all sorts of details on this piece that really ties it together. Alright guys, so that was the Full Moon Diner. This is an excellent 2023 building. I think that this is going to be a huge hit when your people get their hands on it. The construction's pretty good on it. It's not a super heavy building, but it feels fairly substantial. So that's good also. And again, the animation and the theming is spectacular. So hopefully Lemax starts doing more with werewolves going forward. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Again, apologies for this video being a day late. But to tease what I'm going to be talking about next time, I actually think that I'm going to take a break next week from doing a video, but for the video after that, we're going to go can some meat. Alright guys, so once again, thank y'all so much for watching, and here is the Full Moon Diner with the lights and sound.